Hello everyone, this is Ronnie, and today is day 13 on mangoes. So I guess I'll make a little video about this. This is where I am right now. Kind of a nice spot. Looks okay. Um, Day 13 on mangoes. Now, one of the reasons I wanted to do this, I've never done a long fruit island kind of thing, where you eat one fruit for a period of time. And there's a lot of people that go on about these things and go on about doing solid food vacation and long juice fast and long fruit fast or whatever you want to call it, as if there's some kind of extra amazing level of something when you go to like a really more restricted diet, whether that's on one fruit or just juice or something like that. And a lot of people do these things for very long periods of time, obviously fasting as well for long periods of time, because they're like really desperate to detox and cleanse and all that stuff. And I've never really been attracted or never really done any of these things. I always have believed that the focus is to get onto a long-term lifestyle that works well for you, you know, and that's kind of the way that I look at it, because if you do a month of fasting and then you go back to eating junk food, you destroy that month. There's just no, well, you don't totally destroy it, but you're going to go back to this bad diet, this bad lifestyle, and you're going to damage yourself again. So I don't really see it being that important to do like a 30 days of this or 60 days of that. I want to do years of a good diet. I want to do decades of a good diet. And I know that some people still say, oh, after 10 years of a raw vegan diet, people still do fasting and but I don't really know what raw vegan diet they were doing or what they were really eating. Or people say they do a raw vegan diet all the time and, they're not doing what I'm doing. So, regardless of all that, I decided to do this, and it's not really felt that much different than what I would usually do. It's not felt. I mean, I would say that it's easier digestion wise. It's very simple. It's nice and simple. Um, I've enjoyed it a lot. I enjoy eating the mangoes, and it's only been one variety of mangoes as well. So it's not like I've been having a variety of mangoes, but there's no like extra spiritual enlightenment at the end of the tunnel for just eating mangoes. And then some people will say, no, you need to do it much longer. You need to do it 60 days or 80 days or 90 days or 100 days. Like a long-term raw vegan diet, eating mostly fruit, is the same thing, regardless if you want to shift it around and just do one fruit or whether you want to do just low fat for a period of time. Like there is no other further level of detox, you know. Maybe with water fasting, but I don't even see it as being that important to do at this stage. So I don't see there is some kind of magical thing to this. It is kind of a disciplined thing to do. It's not. I don't really think it's that much discipline, really. But it is what it is, So I don't fully encourage it to you unless you really see it as something that is, um, that is important to you in some way, or that is whatever. That is whatever. So if you see it as, I don't know why you would see it as particularly important to you, but it may be good for transition. That's the only thing that I've been aware of, is that for some people, as their transition to a raw vegan diet, they did just fruit for a while or just one fruit. I believe Fully Raw Christina did that. There's a bunch of people that have done that. They just went for one fruit that they like for a period of time, and that helped them make that transition. So it's probably quite a successful way of transitioning. And one thing that it does is that once you've just been eating one fruit for a whole period of time, then you going back to eating all the fruits you like and salads and everything, you kind of realize how much variety you get, a gratitude for the variety there is in this lifestyle. So for me personally, it's been quite an enjoyable. I don't know how much longer I'll go. I might as well do another day, so it's like 2 weeks. So that kind of rounds it up. what I liked about it probably was that I didn't have to think about what I'm eating. It's just simplified down my life, and I quite like that. Has it changed anything? Digestion? I feel like all that, being on this lifestyle 7 or 8 years, a lot of that detoxification, all that stuff, that's already happened. You know, that probably most of that happened in the first 2 years of me doing this, and in the first 2 years of doing this, I felt a lot of that, and I felt the various pains come up in the body and then disappear as they were dealt with. The various memories and emotional things come up and all that stuff. I've experienced all that. So I'm personally, you know, I don't feel like this great thing that this is an extra level of something, but it's kind of good in some ways. I might even keep doing it for another week. You know, it's that's the nice thing about it. It makes it so simple, and I don't need to think about it. That's what's good about it. But is it another level of cleanse or detox or that kind of thing? I don't really think so. It's from what I'm feeling. Maybe mangoes isn't the best food. I'm sure people are going to say, "Oh no, you should have done grapes. You should have done watermelon. You should have done this and that. This will pull out the blah 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 and all that." You know, I just don't see it that way. So I don't think any fruit is perfect, you know, for us, and we should be grateful for what we've got. But 13 days on mangoes, the world hasn't changed too much. However, we are doing a webinar this Saturday. I might as well promote that. It's a response to the coronavirus with a whole bunch of doctors from the UK Fruit Festival who are going to give some of their opinions and ideas on the subject, whether you should be worried about it and whatever else. So feel free to respond to us about. Click on the link below, and you can join that webinar. And the inevitable thing that people ask is it going to be put up later? Because in this world, everyone wants to do things some point at their own time. The answer is probably at some point it'll be put up, but the whole point is to be part of it, so you can ask questions and stuff and be part of it. So that's what we want to do. So click on the link below to join us on Saturday, and you'll see all the information there. Thank you very much.